Hello and welcome back. Sorry for the delays. We are just going to be hopping into this match between the Fundamentals versus Swole Patrol, and it's been going on for a bit there, so you should see some scores on the board. Been pretty back and forth from what I can see, just waiting for it to load up for me, and there we go. So, diving into it, and just as I hop into it, we have almost all the Fundamentals off position and all of Swole Patrol onto this B site, and they're kitted up. They have lots of firepower here, so the retake situation for Fundamentals is potentially going to be a bit of a wipe for them. Lots of time being used just to even approach anywhere near B site. It's quieting down a little bit. It's now the choice of Fundamentals as to whether they want to actually push this. Do they throw the weaponry at it? They fall back, fight another day.
I mean, there's not really much to save besides the AK-47 that they've picked up. But it looks like players are going to be rotating into the arms of Peter and Skelly with the pistols. And both of them will go down. The two players are going to get taken down on the side of the Fundamentals. That's one AK acquired, but not much else going to be in the way of them for that last round. But they've got the money for the buy, they've got the AWP, but the AWP's also on the other team, so we'll see what they can bring out from this round. The scoreline's still pretty even, so it definitely could go either way with this one.
Good. Double AWPs usually mean that you want to control a fair bit of ground there, and in fact you'll see Rampage has got a very forward positioning. He's going to peek onto Playground. He just needs to look a little bit further. Ooh. That reaction time though makes quick work of Vanity and puts him in a bit of an odd position himself. He's wanting to peek and make sure that nobody's pushing on the back of that kill, and nobody's not, so he's going to fall back, pick up the bomb, and reconnect with his teammates. As for the side of Fundamentals, though, I'm going to fall back, just focus on these sites. Orbit being deleted from the round quickly, and with 55 seconds left to go, Swole Patrol themselves still looking to seek out what kind of options that they have. They still can work on either side here, and it's looking like they might want to go for the rotate, and Vida might have actually clued into this. In fact, the rest of the team there, actually no, sorry, I see their positioning. I actually have Skelly and Temperature up in heaven. They're going to have to go for a very quick rotate here, because Rampage, he might walk into the path of one of these approaching T players.
Double AWP on the A site right now, so it's something that they'll definitely have to be challenged by, and Storm's going to go down to Rampage's AWP here. First kill of this push, and it's not going to go the way of Swole Patrol. Swag will burn him out with the Molotov though, and the site has been taken. 3v3 now on the Fundamentals for the retake. The Temperature going to nail Swag through the smoke.
No time.
They're going to follow it up, and now, yeah, there's no time. Food's going to live with the AK. It's a great hold from the Fundamentals there. There's crucial frags picked up.
That is the dark side of taking your time and just trying to prod the CT defenses, that you do actually put yourself into a compromisable position at the end of the game there, end of the round, and that's exactly what we saw. Swole Patrol unfortunately not able to secure the plant. So very good kills and defense coming in from Fundamentals for that round. I think Rampage is going to have to get the heck out of a dodge there, out of tunnels, just in time. Rest of Swole Patrol, slight bit of information being gathered towards the park.
Vanity and Song peeking over the wall. So close to picking up Orbit, and he does. And he's not even going to get traded out by Peter there. Great boost from them. That's going to help them take this B site. That's what they decide to do.
Hasn't quite called the rotate completely yet. I think with a lot of information being gained, Rampage and Skelly are looking to fall back here. Boost or bolster this defense on the B side, but will it be in time though? Swole are looking to move into the site. Their Temperature gets one kill. Food, however, gets rid of Peter. He's gone. And it is a bit of a burn for the side of Swole Patrol. Gonna have to try and commit to this. They've got a lot of ground, but they're losing players left, right, and center there. Mark also going down. That flash coming through, it should grant them the bomb plant. But only one player left. Swag. Got his work cut out for him.
He's definitely a player that could do it though. He's up against a Famarson and all. Here's the bomb, fake go down. Manages to take him up. Temperature is not able to be there to catch him. And now, Temperature's just going to stick it and he won't be able to actually pick this up. He picks it up, Swag. Very unfortunate from him. Mustn't have heard that defuse. It was definitely an easy pick for him and an easy win, but doesn't pick that one up, unfortunately.
That much time left. It could be a reasonable assumption that it was a fake that was happening on it, but there's the old adage that pros don't fake. So, fantastic work from Temperature coming in there. In fundamentals, those kind of moments will bolster up the self-esteem of the team here and allow them to keep on fighting against the side of Swole Patrol there with a fair amount of confidence. It's confidence that Swole Patrol has to regain for themselves and break in this other side.
Yeah, not that much aggression from Swole Patrol right now, but they're taking slow and strong map control. P-Fitter and Food jumping over walls, just about spotting each other out. But so far, Swole Patrol not committing quite yet, but definitely a heavy sort of push. The bomb making its way down long right now.
Fundamentals. Holding so far back. Skelly's the only one with a really long angle there. I mean, Rampage might be trying to get some information every now and then, but he's not getting too much, and he's adjusting his position here. It's a smart move, if they were to go for that. If they're not, they're just relying on Mark to sell the other plant there, go for the other side, but I think Orbit's spotted the bomb anyways. He definitely has now. The ruse is up. Orbit has to be very careful about what times he wants to peek, because we have Swag and Food waiting for him.
Skelly's sitting in heaven with that orb. So close to Swag. Swag spots him too, but that flick was insane. Skelly, great shot from him, going straight to the head of Swag. Now it's all on Food, and Rampage is up close. He's got two players to deal with. Picks the AWP, but Skelly's aim too good for him to be able to handle. That defuse is going to come through. Fundamentals made their way back into this match, and it's going to make it 5-4, taking the lead.
Double AWP setup coming through next time as well, so those are taken. That is going to be amazing for them, considering how they're going to have to make concessions elsewhere. A lot of their players sitting at 4 or below in terms of the money count. Skelly does have a bit more, so he's able to score himself an M4, but the rest seem to make him do pretty well. Yeah, the only real concession is onto Orbit, who's yeah, he's basically just going to run through this without diffuse kit and utility, but he does have the M4. The side of Swole Patrol, however, this is pretty much the point where they can buy in, but if they die here, then that's pretty much going to be another round they may have to give away to Fundamentals after the fact.
Double AWP setups worked for them before, and it could definitely work for them again, but we do see Swag with that AWP of his own, and that's a formidable opponent to come up against. You've got to have confidence to take him on. And once again, it looks like we're going to see an A execute here. Map control's being taken. All 5 T players pushing down along right now. No one really to challenge them due to some smokes. Once the smoke fades, we should see the execute from the Swole Patrol. Hopefully Fundamentals going to be able to put those AWPs to use and hold this one back. Both AWPs sitting on A site right now, so could definitely be effective.
I think this rotate from Orbit and P-Fitter is going to come in too quickly, though. Soon as I've confirmed that nothing's happening over on this side, in fact, Temperature dying should call that right now. And with the rest of Swole Patrol just rocketing into the side, they're not really coming across too much, oh, except for the fact that a grenade lands on top of them. Mark also getting a follow-up kill through the wall there. It's going to be quite good. It's up to Rampage to get some kind of response going for them, but bombs on the other side of those boxes there. This is a situation that Swole Patrol should be in complete control of. Rampage. Using that next engagement, he's pretty much just waiting to get killed himself. Swag has the angle. This should be just a matter of running away with your life. Get that ult through to the next round, but look at the long flank coming in from Vanity. He wants to try and get something here. Won't, however, 2 health, falls away from the sides, and the AWP makes it through to this next round.
Probably aren't going to see a double AWP set up again, unfortunately. Not a high amount of money for the CTs. So, Hero AWP going to be the play up against a strong Arsenal on the other side, AK's AWP utility. Swole Patrol, skilled team, they should be able to put this to use very well and close out this round, but they are up against 4 Eagles, anything can happen. So I'm going to be the first one to chime in on this round, taking down P-Fitter. 2 Eagles out of the round now for the fundamentals. Swole Patrol taking this round very quickly. Orbit picking out one for himself, but now it's all on Rampage with that AWP. 1v4. And they've got control of the B site, bombs going down, so it's just going to be a save play from him to keep it for the next round. Definitely will be very impactful, hopefully. They can actually keep it. Rampage can keep mark on Party, taking down 2 players now for this round. Vanity is also in a similar sort of position, but if Rampage goes too far into tunnels right now, it could be very bad for him. Engages Vanity, hits the first shot, but isn't able to pick it up, and Vanity is going to secure another AWP. And that's unfortunate for the fundamentals.
Quite lucky for Swole Patrol there. Vanity almost dying himself there. So the follow-up pistol shots that could have finished the job. So yeah, Rampage, good work. Even though he's the last player alive, he doesn't necessarily have anything that says that T should be back towards Playground there. He's still just taking his time going through the different angles. This round is a very different story. We have a couple of Deegs, well, 3 Deegs. 2 P250s. This should be a quick round. Basically just relying on Food being able to... Oh no. Bomb drop from above. Orbit though. He's getting the work done. Paying attention to the kill feed. They know that somebody else is down here because that's a different player who rocked up out of those stairs. He's definitely him. And he is going to get a Russian haircut there. Okay, around, getting him quite cleanly on the top of the dome.
It's close. Temperature nearly pulled that one off. He picked up one, but Vanity, slight off angle there. Just wasn't visible to him. You know, he was low health. He isn't able to win that one out for his team. So now 5-7, Swole Patrol taking the lead back. But we've got another gun round. Finally, the fundamentals able to bring back some weapons. Put an AWP and an AUG. Supplementing a couple of M4s, so they should be able to put up a solid defense this time around and maybe even take a round. We'll have to wait and see.
They're going to be throwing this utility is going to be an interesting question. The fact that Rampage is that close up and is watching, well, having his back watched by Skelly as well. And we're even getting some forward positioning here from these B-side defenders. This is either going to be fantastic or terrible. It depends on where they expect them to be. And Orbit getting flashed out. Can't really do much when you can't see. P-Fitter got a trade, but he himself is also traded out. And with the rest of the utility raining in and locking out a lot of these approaches, that Skelly and Rampage could even get there. Wow, that Molotov, yeah, that did go back away from I think Rampage was expecting.
Yeah. Tricky CSGO physics. Fire making its way down the stairs somehow. And now 3v2. The AWP's in heaven, so that's the power play. But actually the AWP's rotated all the way to the back of heaven. He's not going to get aggressive at all. While Skelly going for the full save. Opposite end of the map. And Swole probably aren't going to be too keen to go player hunting right now. And Fundamentals are going to be in a very weak position next round. Money is just really not there in any way whatsoever. It's going to be on Skelly and Rampage with their rifles, Sniper and AWP and M4 respectively, to be able to pull out a round. Because right now it's starting to get away from them.
It is Swole, which will have effectively won this half here, 8-5. So Then it's just a matter of basically keeping a level head on this one, not letting your guard down, even though you're starting to build up a lot of momentum against this other side, and just carrying it forward. This should be another day at the office for them going forward, but they are still. It seems like they've abandoned this top side altogether. Rampage just be threading the needle there. That ultra ring in between two players, and B side is done for. Keep it a 1 kill in return, but for the rest of these CT defenders, Orbit and Skelly should be looking to get away with what they can. Orbit might possibly get a kill on an overeager T player, but we're just not seeing that from Swole Patrol yet.
So just the 2 players left, fundamentals. They have the M4 saved, and Orbit's going to be there with the Deagle, but obviously not going to be a win going their way. Bombs ticking down. So Swole Patrol, like I said, starting to run away with it a little bit. Going to get even more money on this next game after this win, sorry. And they'll be able to put that to use, I feel sure, for the upcoming round, especially with the AWP already in play, already in the hands of Swag. So the challenge is slowly increasing for fundamentals. But last round of the first half, things can change very quickly going to the second one, so this is their chance to maybe start some momentum or even end the momentum that Swole Patrol has gained for themselves.
Well, round 15. They get this. A 9-6 half is not necessarily the worst thing, and Swole is going to actually change things up considerably. Where they were previously focusing a lot on tunnels and just the outer approaches to B. Now they've gone for Park. They've gone for... And... Oh, Rampage!
Oh.
Where's the last place they'd expect to see you? Right in front of them, in the smoke. So, a bad idea, but they would have heard him drop there. So, it's up to Skelly and Temperature to keep their wits about them. See if they can punish any further approaches from Swole Patrol.
Skelly's a good position here. No one really expects this, and Food's going to be the first one to go down. Challenges Marky as well, but isn't able to finish off the kill. Temperature sitting outside bathroom. We've got more players to challenge. Vanity goes down. 2 people left, Swag and Mark. But Temperature's going to be the only real wall between them and the A site. But luckily, P-Fitter with the AWP's got that long position held. Swag should walk straight to his crosshairs. P-Fitter has adjusted position, so he might actually miss him here. Maybe.
Swag is still keeping his around there, but that said though, Swag not winning as many of these AWP duels as he'd like. Said fundamentals have pretty much made the most of what they could in the last round of this half. Mark with only 20 seconds left, he's going to be forced to make a decision and a rushed one at that, and that is not good. It's been spotted too. We'll catch him out. That is it. 6-9 halftime score. Fundamentals. I think this is a pretty good position for them, all things considered.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're coming up against a team like Swole Patrol. Everyone knows them. Everyone knows Swag. They've done really well so far. And to be able to put up a solid scoreline like this, they should be happy about it, and they should definitely be keen to even it out and even bring back the win, because it's definitely possible for them, depending on how they play on this T side. So obviously it's a pretty drastic change, and up against someone like Swole Patrol on CT side, it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be difficult, but they've definitely got the potential there to do it. It's coming into the first pistol round of the second half. CT's going to opt for one defuse kit, a little bit of armor, some utility, and mirrored on the fundamental side. Team's rolling out now. Fundamentals opting to go through unders right now. No one there to contest them really as they're going to make their way out. But Swole Patrol have heard and they know what's going on. They need to be quick with this. Swag's going to pick up the first kill, and now they're smoked off. So this push for now has been completely halted, and they've even lost a player for it. Lost 2 now. Skelly dropped there in Monster. 5v3. This has gone very poorly for fundamentals as Rampage gets picked off in a long range engagement. Orbit will bring it back a little bit, but he's got A lot of enemies to deal with, as does Temperature's going to pick the exact same angle, and Som picking up another one. Som going to take a 3k there.
And that is pretty much the disaster situation for fundamentals in this case. Able to get too much impact, but, well, I see 5 bits of utility on the fundamental side. All of them grenades. So this could potentially get 1 or 2 kills as soon as the grenades rain in, though. It's not even nades that do it. It's actually the Glock that finally finishes things off. And yeah, Swag's ready just to follow it up with a bit of a target practice with the ump.
Whoop's already out, 2 on Swag. And Fundamentals not going to be able to afford one of their own. There's already a bit of a dichotomy between the two teams now. Up against an AUG as well. Very favoured weapon, as we've seen throughout all of day. And now we should see a safer execute from Fundamentals, less of a rush, and hopefully they should just take the smarter challenges and gain the advantage that they need to take these wins, because Swole Patrol, they've kept their momentum going from that first half. It's adding up.
Yep, good vibes looking to be had on the side of Swole Patrol there, as they're able to get these first couple of wins on the second half. However, Orbit and Rampage, though, are looking to get some revenge. Do just that. Mark's able to trade it out, but he gets killed. Oh, he's about to get killed. Never you mind me. Mark will take out Beefeater there and turns us onto a 2 versus 2 situation. Som's position is a bit of an awkward one. He's got to get back onto the site somehow. The only real information he's going to have is that, at the very least, Swag hasn't spotted anyone yet. 55 seconds left on the clock, though. Skelly and Temperature. They're gonna be assessing their situation, and Som. Has he got the right angle? He certainly does. Take out Skelly, and he'll also fall back. Swag is going to be in the best position possible to wait for this. With so little time left, Temperature can only run through that one angle.
12-6 now.
Yep,
Not looking good.
Still a bit of damage done onto the CT side, but they've got the economy to weather it. So even though they lost 3 players, it's certainly not like what we're seeing on the fundamentals side, but they're down to Desert Eagles, Block, and 2 CZs. Block being the chosen person through the utility.
And they're just going to run through unders here. Not much else you can really do. They're going to get hurried very early on. Swag, preemptive Molotov. Almost just going to run straight through with the bomb. Straight into Swag, and the hit shot is there for him. Now he's got that orb. This changes things a little bit.
Certainly does. But with the rest of his teammates who are just as likely to die as they were before, he could be a lone orb soon enough. Excellent peeking. It's out a shot from Vanity there. He's not able to correct as the rest of them move around the corner, but Food is certainly waiting for them. Flashes himself, actually, so just if we get 1 kill there, we'll die. Mark. There's a player. He's able to score at least 1 kill, and Fitter, he's... Oh, that's unlucky. That Molotov Incendiary actually bounced off the light pole there. So it was designed to lock him out of pretty much lock him in so he couldn't approach from toilets there, but that's not going to work out. But they really needed it.
It's better than some of the Molotovs we saw from Nico and Rogue on the same map, burning his teammates pretty often. So it's not the worst case scenario.
A couple of his throws there earlier on. Here we go. We see some Acres, we see some utility and full armor on fundamentals. To use it to great effect, this is pretty much where they have to turn this thing around. Oh, Swag excellently counting for a flash coming in there, but Temperature also picking those angles particularly well. Rampage following up with some work of his own. Versus 3 situation, Bomb's still back towards CT spawn there.
Yeah. 3v3 is definitely something doable though. Especially that you've taken out Swag from the equation, but Rampage trades 2v2 now. Orp for fundamentals. He's going to pick up one. They need to going down now. It's all on Mark. Bomb secured, but now he's got to realize where they're going, figure it out. It's to right now, bomb's headed towards B. This is actually questionable though, because fundamentals very split up right now. I mean, if Skelly goes down, drops that bomb, it could have been disastrous, but luckily Mark isn't anywhere near.
Well, yeah, Temperature fell back. Well, he was holding back a little bit to throw the utility onto A and has sold the fake quite well. So that's why I'd see a bit of a staggered approach. But you are right in that if Skelly actually ended up dying because the call was wrong and Mark was already on B, then that puts Skelly in a very compromised position. Lots of players dropping the pistol down at the moment, just seeing if they could bait out anything, but teams are a bit more patient than that.
Yeah, I know, and that smoke. He's not going to sit in it, but Skelly in a great position there, sitting behind that little hut and monster. Walk around the corner from an unseen spot and take him down. So finally, a round going the way of fundamentals. They're going to be able to buy up this round as well. And Swole Patrol will be able to buy, but it might be a little bit weaker.
From Swole Patrol's position, they've got extra rounds to work with. So even though they could have tried to force something up around or perhaps purchase a bit more utility or anything like that, this is, in my mind, the smarter move. They're playing the long game, and they're going to be so much stronger this next round because of it.
Look at the positioning, though. Fundamentals pushing towards this B site, and no one's there to do anything about it. So they're going to be able to get this bomb down pretty easily. And he's on the rotate, as is the rest of Swole Patrol, but the bomb's going to be well and truly down by then.
They're going to be rushing into this as the next question, but they've allowed Mark and Swag are sitting very far back. They're waiting for the exits, and the positioning of these CTs around the bomb site pretty much means that, they're likely to run into at least one or two CTs themselves, although Mark falling back. Bomb. Perhaps still just getting a bit of information.
Swag spot's actually quite good as well. It's very difficult to see him, especially now with Mark backing him up. So if anyone does peek this from the T side, it'll be pretty disastrous. Mark is going to take the challenge. He's going to peek his way out. Mark and Swag both going to find kills respectively, but they will be taken down. It's unfortunate losing those players though, because that's money down the drain that shouldn't really have been lost. Now P-Fitter going for a gun for himself. But it's the opposite story on Swole Patrol. Have the double loop set up coming out, as well as two orgs. So they're looking very strong with their weaponry.
Yep. Very calculated from them, just to, patient with the rounds. Doesn't matter if you lose one or two. As long as you know what you're doing, then things should be alright. That smoke, though, being dropped tells fundamentals that there was somebody there, and they're going to be looking for him. Food, on the other hand, does manage to get himself one. Som follows it up with 2 kills, but straight it out, and we see from fundamentals they're able to follow it up with a few kills of their own, and these mid to late game situations just seem to balance themselves out pretty well in this matchup. We're seeing a lot of 2v2s or 3v3 situations pop up, so both teams good at getting the trades, but not necessarily getting the landside frags. Getting
Rampage,
2 or 3 chained together.
Rampage sprayed through that little bit in the wood right there. He probably would have picked up a frag, but he's not going to. Now that Open Heaven, even though it's a 2v2, this gives him a huge advantage. Smoke is going to be massive though, and now Swag's going to be out of position. Fundamental, they've got a chance to push into this if they come from the right angle and peak at the right time. They're going to get hurt out though. The Molotov not going to be thrown by Rampage, and his back's actually exposed to Vanity. It wasn't even cleared. And he's going to pick up both of them. That's not a great execution for 2 players, leaving an angle open like that.
Definitely not. Essentially a bit of play from Vanity there, just either having heard 2 players there, 2 Ts, or just figuring that they would both focus on the one approach there, because he leaves his left flank open completely just to look at that angle there. So yeah, probably call mate, or he did hear something, but Fundamentals, they want to keep this from match points, so they've been forcing up a lot around it. Mark, though, is here to stop them from getting anything good from those AKs. Which has a different idea, though, and Skelly just ate a bit of an aid.
He's sitting on 50 health. Very unfair, taking a nade through the smoke like that. But now, Fundamentals, they need to reconvene, regroup, reset. Figure out how they want to play out the rest of this round with the player, with the 4v4 setup that they've got right now. Swag with the orb in the bathroom could be huge if he manages to find the right angles, but the Fundamentals, they're not being too aggressive right now. You can see how slowly they're clearing these angles. The shot is going to be missed at Party. Swag not landing that one. He's going to get mollied off and decide to fall back, hold this A site with the rest of his team. His Fundamentals grouping up, looking like they finally want to go for something and rotate back to this B site and win another round. Look at Som here, surfing up on the angle and Monster.
Yeah. I don't think he's done this at all. I don't think Swole Patrol have done this at all in that out there, so nice idea to drop in there on what hopefully would have been fully flashed teammates, or enemies. But at this stage, actually seeing Vanity left as the sole defender side there. Will they know that he's actually creeping up? They're going to see him through smoke. It'll dissipate. He denies the bomb plant.
He's in a great spot. They're both lined up with each other. He's going to grab both. Well, that's great from him.
That was such a bad position for him to be in before then as well. Having the Molotov thrown at him, then hopping onto the railing there, sitting inside the smoke, just creeping around it. You could see it on Fundamentals. They were just flicking around, just trying to, okay, where the heck is he? And he waits for the plants and is able to get a spray down on both of them. So good job to Vanity there. And this is it, match point for Swole Patrol.
Well, it's going to come down to some pistols and SMG, but Swag's going to pick up a 4K in mid. And that is basically all she wrote, because all we have is a CZ on Rampage. Might pick up one here, but no, Tom's going to jump around the corner, blast him with an EB9. Swole Patrol going to be the victors.
Yep. So they will proceed into the next round. Fundamentals are knocked out. However, then we did see some fairly good plays from them, of course. So big props to them. In the meantime, though, we are going to cut to another break as we figure out what our next match is. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors here, ESL, Intel, Zeus Predator, Game Fuel, and PaySafeCard. So please stick with us, and we'll be back shortly.